supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. At their own 25. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
From the gun on third down. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Quick release on the RPO.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the give off the left side. Turning it on. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's kind of a kick to the gut. Think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Moss. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Reed. A little release to the back. It's a running room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He breaks a tackle. Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggie. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eakin.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man. It's Morton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Keeps it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Morton. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
I think early in the game you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Craver. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Dropping back, it's Reed. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. defender on the return.
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on the RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Shows him the stiff arm. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
On the run, it's Moss. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. That's reeled in. It's Bussey. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Snap of this drive will come from from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Unloads it left. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He's got it. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make...
Oh, a lot of space. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Takes the easy completion. Can't get him to the ground. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Going to try to get it in wide open spaces. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Reed. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. The give to the fullback. Got the first down and more. The Aggies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Bussey. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
To throw, it's Reed. Complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies. They move on top here in the 4th.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was